In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple, tileable dirt sprite that you can use to make pixel art environments in Unity. Last week we talked about color palettes, Photoshop, and how to make a basic sprite for pixel art games. This video will show you how we can apply those same techniques to make modular tiling pieces that can be assembled on a grid to make levels for our games. Tiling is the key word here. We want to make sure we note in what directions the tiles need to line up. The result will be a simple sprite that we can place together without any seams. First, we create a 32 by 32 pixel document just like we did in the treasure chest chapter. I also have a palette in the corner that I have created for this activity. It contains all the colors you need to make the environment tiles, but you can feel free to use your own colors if you wish. Just make sure you follow the tips from week 1 on choosing colors. Start by filling in the background with the darkest color from our dirt palette. On this sort of tile, it's easier to start with the darkest color and then add light up in stages. By adding light rather than shadow, we get more control over the direction of our light source and generally get a more pleasing result. With the second darkest color, start painting oblong, round shapes for our rocks. Try to vary up the sizes, but keep the distance between them fairly even. I want to give each rock its own shape, but I want to keep them from touching. Once I have filled the canvas with rocks, go to Filter, Other, Offset. By setting our offset to 16 pixels, we will move the left and right sides into the center as well as the top and bottom. We do this so we can make sure the edges of the tiles will line up with each other. Once you've done that, you can use the darkest 2 colors to refine your shapes along the center cross. Now that we can be sure these rocks will tile, start laying in the middle color from our palette. I'm imagining a light source from the top and left. The more highlight I give the rock, the more it appears to pop out from the tile. So some rocks will get a lot of this highlighting, some will get less or maybe even none at all. When I'm satisfied with this level of highlight, I apply the tiling again with Ctrl or Command plus F, and then I adjust the highlights as needed. I continue in this fashion with the next 2 lightest dirt colors. Each time I paint smaller highlights until I use just a few individual pixels for the brightest color. We don't want to overdo it with the highlights. Remember, this is the environment. It should fade into the background, so we want to keep the contrast subtle. Our first tile is complete. In the next video, I'll show you how to create variations of this single tile to make an entire set of tiles.